What up, Timus here. Now, with the new live action remake of Pinocchio premiering on Disney Plus this week, to take a trip back to memory lane and do my review for the original anime film, which is, of course, 1940s Pinocchio. Now, this was produced by Walt Disney at the time, and this was actually Walt Disney's second film. Obviously after the success of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Disney decided to bring like pretty much adapt like another Disney fairy tale, which was of course the of an animated adaptation of the 1803 Italian children's novel The Adventures of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi. And it was, like I said, the second anime feature film produced by Walt Disney himself after he made the first anime film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, a success. Now the story here, the plot evolves around this older Italian woodcarver named Geppetto, who carves like this wooden puppet named Pinocchio, and the puppet is brought to life by this blue fairy, who informs him that he can become a real boy if he proves himself to be brave, truthful, and unselfish here. And Pinocchio's efforts to become a real boy involve encounters with like hosts of interesting characters. Key characters include Jiminy Cricket, who's of course based on this 100-year-old wise old talking cricket from the original book. You of course have Stromboli, who ends up pretty much winning, who uh, who's of course this puppeteer who attempts to force Pinocchio to perform on stage in order to make money here. Of course, you got the Blue Fairy. Here you got Fox and the Cat, who are really greedy and everything. Uh, I mean, this is like one of the best Disney anime films in my opinion. I mean, it's really a Disney film that still doesn't get. Oh, sorry, doesn't really get talked about as much as most Disney princess films do, like Snow White, Cinderella, and all. I mean, Pinocchio and Peter Pan are literally two of my favorite Disney anime films of all time. And Pinocchio really takes the cake. It's just super entertaining. It is really frying. Like, let's for real. Let's this thing is really creepy if you really look at it. I mean, obviously the whole donkey scene will pretty much terrify the young ones. The whale swallowing Pinocchio and Geppetto is really disturbing. I mean, everything about this film could like is creepy, but it's still really fun. I mean, it's probably not as creepy as from what I heard about the book because the book, I mean, it's a little more disturbing than you think. But yeah, Pinocchio is just such an iconic one. It's definitely like lots of really cool moments, lots of music in this. Obviously, one of the most memorable song is "When You Wish Upon a Star," which obviously is one of the most Disney's like most popular songs of all time. Because if you ever go to Disneyland, you actually hear the song play through there. So that's cool. This of course has obviously the song "When Let Your Conscience Be a Guy" is a really good one. I mean, Pinocchio is just such an iconic and fun, entertaining film all around. It's cute, charming, very entertaining. The chemistry between Geppetto and Pinocchio is a train. Obviously, the whole nose scene with him telling a lie is so iconic too. I mean, Pinocchio is just such a really terrific film. With the animation style was really cool. Obviously, it was hand drawn at the time, so there's that. I mean, anime movies were like from Disney was very different. Like, wasn't as advanced as they were, in today's society. So obviously at the time, animation was mostly hand drawn. So there's that. And to me, this is one of Disney's greatest classics, and it's one of the greatest anime. Not only Disney anime films, it's definitely one of the greatest anime movies of all time. It's yeah, I think it's also probably in my top 10 too. It's so great, great music all around, great characters. I mean, if you get like before you go watch the Zemeckis one, I highly recommend going to Disney Plus or wherever you can watch it. Go watch the original Pinocchio. You won't be disappointed. It's just such a tremendous film worth checking out. Anyway, let me let you guys. Have you ever seen 1940s Pinocchio? If so, what should I? Are we a fan? Are we not a fan of it? Favorite scenes, favorite moments? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Henry signing out.